the story of my yellow Vans. This is a story about kind of where I've been, about the person I used to be, and I guess just the lifehood of these stupid shoes that I've grown pretty attached to. My mom bought me these shoes back in 2018. There was a crosstown rivalry football game that happened every year. It was called the Almond Bowl. So for the football team, we decided to be spirit runners, me and my closest friends at the time. And you know, you just kind of dress up, wear all of like the school spirit stuff. And so I had a pair of red Vans at the time. I was like, hey Ma, can we get a pair of yellow Vans so I can wear like one yellow Van and one red Van, just to make it kind of part of my fit. This was a pretty big time in my life. I was going through my first breakup, like a little high school breakup. And I was pretty sad. Like I really hadn't learned how to go through a breakup before, so it hit me pretty hard. All my friends really weren't loving the fact that I was sad, so they stopped hanging out with me for the most part. They didn't want to be around me while I was being mopey. After the whole spirit runner thing, that was kind of the only thing I had going on in my life. I was really skinny. I was severely skinny at that point in my life. I was 135 to 145 pounds. My friends were gone. The girl that I liked was gone. I just didn't really see why there was a point to go on living for a little while there. Anyways, this isn't supposed to be a sad story. This is the story of these fucking shoes and how they got to be this discolored. Around that time, the greatest men in this world stepped up, the people that would become my best friends. They taught me how to laugh again, how to lift, and essentially just kind of set me up on this path that I've been going on for the last 4.5 years. So kind of fast forward a little bit, obviously I started lifting, me and my best friend Drew. We got further into weightlifting, the whole powerlifting side of things. So I looked to try and find a pair of flat shoes, something that was better for deadlifting, squatting, all that kind of stuff. I decided to pull these out of my closet, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. Kind of just jot down some things that would motivate me. You're too skinny, if you skip legs, you're a sissy, stuff like that. And then I decided to write down my goals. My goals were a 2-3-4, so 2-plate bench, which would be 225, 315, squat, and then a 405 deadlift. When we maxed out, you know, I hit my squat goal, my bench goal, went for my deadlift goal. I got to about a 335 on deadlift, and then my injury started to kick in pretty hard. So I had a bit of a hip shift where I kind of shifted my weight over to one side, and that started tugging on my IT band and gave me really bad sciatica. And I kind of just kept pushing on it until eventually I had to walk away from lifting. That was a very frustrating time. 405 was kind of on my horizon. I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I want to get this within the year. Around that time, I decided to move to Florida. That's whenever I met my boy Austin, started reviving this knee that was on death's door. And about a year later, really started to notice no pain whenever I did squats and deadlifts. The tragedy struck in that these shoes were falling apart. We're 4 years into our journey now, and these shoes are not lasting with us. The sole fell out of this right one, this left one started getting terrible tears on it, and I started to realize there's a chance these shoes fail on me before I hit this goal. So that became the bane of my existence. I would not wear another pair of shoes until I hit that 405. Fast forward 6 months. I finally felt no more pain when I was squatting. Took a lot of recovery workouts. Took about 2 years from the time that I started with this injury, 2 years to be finally fully recovered from it, and I was in a place to hit my PRs. It was December, and that's kind of around my birthday. So my best friend Drew, man, that got me started into lifting, he came down for my birthday. Symbolically, I knew I wanted to hit that PR. I got set up, I hit my warm-ups and put on those 4 plates. It was the first time seeing those 4 plates in front of me on a bar that I was going to attempt to pick up. My best friend was to the right of me. He was hitting a workout as well. It kind of just took me back. Kind of made me think of the person I was whenever my mom first gave me these shoes, the person I was pre-injury when I first started wearing these, the time it took to recover that knee. And now finally here I am with the man that pulled me out of that dark abyss long, long ago in Florida, 2,800 miles away from where we started this journey. So I sat there and kind of let the moment sink in. I decided to get up. You know, I felt ready. Time felt right. Looked over at Drew, kind of just nodded. Looked over to Austin and nodded as well, just to kind of signify I was ready. And then
easy fucking work. Noah, it's so easy. That's so easy.
the reason I wanted to make this video, my My new yellows came in recently. I'm having a little bit of a hard time letting these shoes go. These stupid, torn up, used to be yellow Vans that are absolutely horrendous now. And I've been dying thinking about throwing these or getting rid of these. Even though they're just a pair of shoes, they symbolize that little kid that used to think he had no worth in this world, that felt like he was alone, that felt like he had nothing to give. So I kind of just want to make this video to kind of give a little sign off for these amazing shoes that brought me so far. Also just want to take a second to thank everybody that helped me get to this point. Drew, obviously love you, brother. You're the one that got me into lifting and really just have always been there. So thank you. Mom, thank you for, keeping me going during COVID. You were very influential for me. My boy Austin, that knee was pretty bummed for a while. So thankful for all the programming that we've done together. You were the first friendly face here in Florida. All my family, obviously you guys have supported me nonstop throughout this entire time. And then finally, all my brothers that helped me in that dark time way back. All my best friends, thank you so much. Final person I want to talk to today, the person that first started wearing these shoes. I can guarantee there's millions of us out there probably feel like I did back then. I was heartbroken over some stupid girl and felt like life was over for me. I'm so incredibly grateful that I got started here, and I want this to be a call out to you guys that this thing can make or break you. And I truly believe this was the thing that made me who I am today. And I am so thankful where these stupid yellow Vans have taken me.